Park Runners. Beautiful day here in Stansted, and today we are flying off to Pisa and then going to Lucca, but we're not doing Lucca Park Run. I've done that before. We're going to go to Terme and do the park run there. So we're just starting to board now on the flight. Landed in Lucca. It's cloudy, but it is warm here. Just going to get the train. There's a little shuttle train that goes to the central train station, and then we'll just get the train to Lucca. It's only a 25-30 minute train journey. I'll film some of the bits of that as we make our way there. So once you come out of the baggage reclaim, and presumably nothing to declare, if you just go to the left and you walk this way down here, there's signs on the roof. There's Pisa Mover, and that's a little local train that gets you to the Pisa Central train station. I bought my tickets online on the website. If you just Google Pisa Mover, they're not very expensive, and if you buy one they last 180 days. You need one ticket for each direction. I'm sure they used to last year they had a return ticket, but this year we just bought two singles, one for going, one for coming back. It says they work in either direction. See the sign there for it? Yeah, you just walk this way, and once you get outside it's about 100 metres, and then the train goes into the Pisa Central station. When you get on the little Pisa Mover train, don't get off at the first stop. I don't know what the first stop is, but you just go to the end of the line when you get to the main station. So as I said, as you go left, as you come through baggage reclaim, nothing to declare, you just come outside, and you just follow this line on the floor. 50 metres down here, go up some stairs, there is a lift, and then there's a little shuttle train that goes to the Pisa Central station. When you buy the tickets, you can get, I don't know what it's called, thing, you download it to your Apple Wallet or your Google Wallet, or you can print out a paper copy and just scan the barcode. So once you come up the steps, if you've not got a ticket, there are some machines here to get tickets. Otherwise you just go through here, scan your barcode, and then you're on the platform. So remember now, we were just pretty close to getting the train, but on the app you can't buy a train ticket 5 minutes before the train departures. 6 minutes before is fine, so we've only got a 25 minute wait for the next train anyway. And the ones that go to Lucca, a lot of them are for, it says 2 Ovest, which is like, I don't know what Ovest means, but it's one of those like little dead end platforms just on platform 1. So it's on the opposite side of the station to where the Pisa Mover train comes in. But you just walk down the steps. There's a ramp if you've got suitcases, up the steps, and then yeah, if you're facing the Pisa Mover it's to the right, or as you come across it's on the left, the platform for most of them, but there's departure bars as well, so it's not difficult to work out which train you need and where it is. So even though I said they seem to go from platform 2 and our train said platform 1, they've now just changed it, and as you can see, Lucca, platform 5. This is the front of the train station, and I'll now video just a short walk, speeded up to the start of park run. This is where the start of the park run is. Morning park runners, Saturday morning. We're in Lucca, but we aren't doing Lucca park run. I've actually done it before. It was a very hard decision not to do Lucca again. It's my favourite park run, but we'll walk and run round the course over the next few days. So we're just about to go outside, leave the walls, go out to the station, and then get the train to Monticatini Terme. It's only a 25-minute train journey, and do the park run there. It's a much smaller park run. But that looks a lovely location as well to do a park run in. So we'll catch up on the way there. So this is Lucca station. We were here last year and it still has all the scaffolding around it now. This is a station, the way the camera's looking. You just come out the station, there's just a gap between the building, cross the road, and then you're just going to walk up this way just here. It's probably only 300-400 metres maximum, I think, to the park run. So we came up this road from the station, and when you get to this piazza just here, just going to go this way just here. So as we head up here, you can see the big wheel, you can see the hill behind at the top, so we're just going in this direction. You can actually get a funicular train up to the top. We'll go up there, maybe not today. I think we're going to come back either tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, and go up there. So we're going to go in the park, so you can see just there, that's Monticatini Alto, and there's a funicular that goes to the top there. So we're just going to go into the park just here. As you walk up, they've got a little marquee thing there, and the start is set up. It's only 8:30, you can't really miss it. So this morning at Terme Parkrun, it's the 1st of March 2025, event 244. And they're just having a bit of a celebration. It's carnival, was the best translation I could get from the RD. First event was 15th of December 2018, and they had 75 finishers. The average only 17, last week there were 11, although I think it rained last week. The average time is 34 minutes 15. Record attendance is 75, which was event 1. Lowest attendance is 3, that's a really low number. Get a podium position that week, and that was event 85 on the 15th of January 2022. Male record is 16:21 and the female record 20:55. For me, it's my 369th park run and 213th location. Parking, it says, if you happen to be driving when you're Via Colombo, which is 50 metres from the start. We came by train, really easy from Lucca. It says the Café is a Libertine Bistro, which must be 75 metres from here, just walking back towards the station, that's all. We think we passed that on the way here. The start is just behind me, and it looks to be a mainly flat course with just a little bit of climb, not too much as you go around the park. 3 laps around the park. So we'll just wait for some others to arrive, and hopefully not too long and we'll be off for the start of the park run. Just a couple of minutes to go before the start. This is the parkrun mascot. So I'm told apparently that the police do these starts here for the parkrun. We're just about to start the park run. This course is 3 laps. It's not a big turnout today, less than 20 today. And it's a slightly downhill start here. In fact, the course is either downhill or uphill. There isn't really any flat at all.
feel like I'm having my steady start. These two have disappeared off in front. Just need to try and keep them in sight to make sure I know where we're going on the course. They did explain the course as well just before the start, but just want to make sure I can keep them in sight so that I don't go wrong anywhere, although they are going off fast. Just going round to the right just here. I think one of them actually cut through just there, but I'll follow it round on the road. Just a quick look back there, trying to see how far the guy behind me is, just in case I lose sight of these two in front and where they go. I can still see the two in front, but they do seem to have disappeared off. So from that short turn we're going slightly uphill now, and I can see as we go around this corner it goes up a little bit steeper as well. Quick check back there again just to see where we go. You can see the floor looks wet. It's actually, I think it rained overnight. Actually, it's not raining at the moment at all. It's getting a little bit steeper as we go up just here. You can just see roughly where the two guys in front are going as they go up this incline. You can see they've gone off just to the right. I have a rough idea where the course goes, but I'm just a bit concerned at this point that I'm going to lose track of them and go wrong somewhere. Go around here to the right, we're still going uphill just here as well. Not sure at this point, I wasn't too sure where do we go. Have they gone up there or have they gone this way? Just trying to look around and see. Quick look back at the guy behind is telling me to go this way where I'm going here. I'm just going to ease off now. I'm just going to let this guy in third catch me up, and then I'll run with him for the first lap, and then I can run at my own pace afterwards. Losing a bit of time here, but it's not the end of the world. I'd rather run with someone else and go correct than go wrong.
I'll follow you.
Here he is.
Can't see it.
I can see the cones. So all the cones are actually a lot of cones. Someone set them up round. It's made it really easy. I didn't realise to start with if those cones were just in the park for something else, but they've gone all the way down that road where we went up the first hill. We are now going downhill as well, just while I mention that. And we're back, this road we come into is we ran up here coming the other way. That's the RD there. She's tail walker today and taking photographs as she's gone round. She's tail walker and running and also taking photographs. So we're still going downhill here. We came back up the other way just there. Now we take a sharp left turn here again and start to go up again. Yeah, I didn't realise until afterwards, once I'd done one lap, that there are so many cones on the course that are to do with parkrun as well. You can't really go wrong actually. It was my mistake for not realising that. As you can see all the cones on the left here as well. I'm just looking to the left there, you can see where the other runners behind us are. And we're going uphill again now, it's getting a little bit steeper. As we go up here, this goes up to the highest point. Not actually running in front of this guy, he's just to the side of me now. I think he's just struggling a little bit more going up the hill than I am. To me, this is a much easier pace. Sure, I've seen that dog somewhere as I ran round on one bit earlier. So I'm going to go to the right here and see the cones lead us round. Cones are really good, and actually when I did my warm-up I came over this way the other way, so I'm pretty sure I know roughly where we are. Nearly, it's not too far now, we just get up to this is the highest point just here. The view's in front, don't know how well the camera picks it up, that's Monticatini Alto. There's a funicular goes up there. The views here are amazing at this point. So we've passed the highest point and we're starting to go back down now. We've gone from what was tarmac path. This bit is, as the water's run round, it's made it a little bit uneven on the foot, but it's okay to run on fairly fast. Yeah, guy just telling me there that this is where we are almost, just down here to the right, and then we're at the start.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just pointing there to me. I recognise this bit now. I did my warm-up just coming the other way around here. So as we turn right here, we're still going slightly down. So now I can see the start-finish here. I'm just going to pick up my pace a little bit now. I know where to go for the next 2 laps. You can see the start-finish area just here. And I love how they've put the cones in the middle of the roadway just here. So that's 1 lap done. And we're going, this is just slightly downhill, it's not flat at all. Do a quick check on my watch as well. I can see that we've done 1/3 of the distance. Don't know what it is, but some courses seem to be really quick to do and others seem really long, even though they're all 5k. Don't know if it's just some laps like this, because you do a little loop in the middle, it seems like a short lap. As we get down here, we're nearly at the lowest point of the course, and this time I'm going to, rather than go around the tarmac, I saw the 2 guys in front and I set off, just cut through just here, so I'm just going to do the same. And this little bit is compacted gravel, quite nice to run on as well, but as soon as I get here I'm going to cut through onto the road. I much prefer running on tarmac than anything else. Apart from when it's a trail course, I do love a good trail course. Quick check when I've gone around that corner as well, I can see that the guy who was behind me, I pulled away from him quite a bit now as well. And again, we're back on the uphill section just here. Feeling really good at this point. Had a steady start because I had to wait, so the first lap I was quite a bit slower than what this second and third lap will be. Feel really good, and also because this is the second lap, I feel like not far to finish this lap and then 1 last lap, so feeling really good today. Won't be a fast time because, like I say, I had to just wait for the guy in 3rd place to catch me up, so I knew the course. You just could see the 2 leaders just there. They've already got up this section and done a little loop. This is one of those inclines that just the further you run, it just gradually gets a little bit steeper as you go further up. Yeah, they put a lot of cones out in the park just here for this park run. This is probably the steepest bit just here, just as we get towards this highest point just here on this little loop before we head up even higher in the park. So we're probably at the highest point of this little loop just here. We're going to do a little loop in an anti-clockwise direction, and then where the path goes to the left, we're going to come back up the other way to where I'm running now, and go up that path on the opposite side just to the left there. So turn right here onto the compacted stone path, and we're heading back downhill now. This is the point where you can, it's nice, you get to see some of the other runners coming in the other direction. They were so friendly here as well. Everyone chatted before. Some couldn't speak English, but there was someone who could translate from my English to Italian for them. Just a quick look back. I can't see the guys behind me now as well. It's dropped back quite a long way. Again, we're going uphill at this point. We take a left turn just here, and still heading back up. And again, this was just like that first little incline. The further you go up it, the steeper the incline gets towards the top. And the steepest bit is this: you just turn right off this road onto the compacted stone path to the highest point. That's where it's at its steepest. I think there was about 25 to 30 metres of climb each lap, giving about 75 metres in total, something like that, of climb, or just over the 5k. A lot hilly than I thought it would be. So we are off that tarmac path, and this is just the shortest little steep bit. So making sure that the lens is clear. We're at the highest point, and this is where the views up to Monticatini are amazing here. Going to go up there next week. Going to come back and go up there on the funicular. So we're over the highest point and heading back downhill now. Downward bit's nice, you can just let your legs go a little bit now, knowing that it's just gently downhill, but quite a long downhill, all past down here, past the start, just past the start to the lowest point in the park. Back onto the tarmac path just here. Not far, maybe 150 metres to the start finish, then just one last lap to do. Feeling really good at this pace. It's nice when it feels to go well. Sometimes parkrun can just feel like hard work from start to finish. Through the start finish, just one lap to go. Bit of a strange park run, feels like I'm running all on my own. I can't see the guy behind me now, and I've totally lost track of the the ones in front. I've not caught the tail walker up, which is the RD, but she was jogging and walking at the same time. It's nice as well that the incline, as you go up for a little bit, then come back down and then back up to the highest point, so it's not all uphill all the way. It does give you a chance of a little bit of a rest on each lap. We're just coming down to the lowest point in the park. This time on this lap I'm going to stay on this path a little bit longer. It's the shortest, slightly shorter than just going straight onto the road. Wait till we've got around this corner before I go onto the tarmac. It looks like I'm going to have to go onto the road just here. Oh no, I could have gone around the other side of the tree, but I'm on the nice tarmac path now. And like I say, this bit's just slightly uphill, so we just go to the left just here. It just gets a little bit steeper. And you can see where you do the little loop, this path on the right, this is where you come down to here and then go up that path just there. That was the RD again, just filming the lead runner coming down. Well, that was second place maybe. I can hear it behind me now, running behind to catch up. Up this slight incline, in fact I can hear her running towards me. It's making me pick my pace up a little bit. She's trying to catch me. Oh, that's why she wants to film at the side. My wife there, doing really well. This guy there was power walking all the way around as well. I remember seeing him at the finish. Nearly at the highest point of this little loop. So as we go around this corner, we're almost at the highest point. This is a bit on the first lap where I wasn't sure where to go at this point. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go left here or to the right, but once I realised that the cones were for park run, it was actually really easy to follow the course. It's also part of the reason I make my videos, is that people can watch the full course. I do the park run in 5 minutes if you just want to learn the course, or I do one about all the facts about the park run and everything else arriving there. And again, this park run is one where there aren't any toilets at the start. Short right turn, you just need to be careful. There's a bit of mud just on the floor there. But as you walk up from the station, even at, we arrived at something like 10 to 8 on the train. There were plenty of coffee shops open that you could go in. We actually went in one, just had a coffee and some breakfast. So this bit is nice. It's nice that it's downhill, just gives you a chance for a slight little bit of a recovery. And like I say, this is the last of 3 laps, so as soon as we get down here, it's the last little uphill bit. It's nice that it's a downhill finish as well. It's when you're at your most tiredest, you're not trying to run up a hill or just on the flat. You can just let your legs go a little bit. So we've got a sharp left turn there. I'm onto the tarmac path again now. Again, this is just the slightest uphill, and the closer we get to the top, the steeper it gets. I love how they put all the cones out in the park. The only traffic going around, I saw one vehicle, but mainly the only vehicle going around was the police car. And as I said on the video just before the start, the RD said it's a bit of a tradition. They come down to the start of the park run. RD taking more pictures again. again, it's just getting gradually steeper just here. And as we take the right turn, that's the steepest little bit, but you know you're at the top then. Well, now I know it's not far to the finish. Just once we get over the top, I'm just sort of picking up my pace this last little bit. There's no way I'm going to catch the two up in front there. 2 minutes in front of me. And I think the guy behind me is probably 2 minutes or more behind me as well, so I'm all on my own at this point. Just enjoying the views at this point again. Only a quiet park run, but I highly recommend it. It's so friendly. And after the park run as well, everyone stayed around for ages. They brought tea, coffee, cake. We all got confetti thrown over us. They were celebrating this carnival. They were celebrating today as well, so a few of them had fancy dress, masks and some costumes on. So it's downhill now. This is the steepest bit of downhill. It's not too steep, you can't let your legs go. But you just know you're going downhill. It's just nice, gives you a bit of recovery. And at this point you know that once we get just here, right turn and then maybe 150 metres at the most to the finish. I'm sure lots of people sometimes at park run think, oh, I could just give up and walk, and I'm just like everyone else. I feel like that sometimes, but it's at this point where I always think, yes, I can do it, which just makes me laugh sometimes because I know I can. So here we are nearly at the finish. I'm not sure where the finish is, at the start of the funnel or the end. It's there, I can see now, but yeah, the lady there on the right have got the tokens. That's it, another park run done.
So, third place today, and about 22 minutes 15, something like that. It's a hilly course, and I had to slow down and wait for the guy in third because I didn't think I knew where the course was, but as it turns out there are so many cones on the course you can't really go wrong at all. It's quite an easy course to follow. Thank you. It was actually, the course was easy, but I didn't know where to go, but there are so many cones. So you want to do?
Perfetto.
Grazie mille. Oh. Ricardo with the boomerang, taking it to Mura de Lucca next week. Bravo!
Dai, aspetta il tè caldo e il dolcino.
Sono più che contento.
E mi ghiaccio, vai!
Scaricare un po'. And like all Italian park runs, they have cake and drinks afterwards as well.
Buono, buono, buono.
Ora ve li dirò io.
Course review, you're either running uphill or downhill. There isn't really any flat. It's 3 laps. It was actually really easy to follow. There were so many cones around, you couldn't really go wrong at all. When you get to the highest part in the park, the views looking up to Monticatini Alto stunning. There's a funicular goes up to there, and I believe that's the oldest funicular in Europe, one of the other park runners said to me. It's all on nice, most of it's all on nice tarmac paths. There's a bit that's compacted gravel, and where the waters run round you just have to be a little bit careful underfoot. And just after the start on the corner there was a little bit where the waters run down the hill, a little bit of puddles and a tiny bit of mud you could slip on if you weren't careful, but lovely course, stunning park as well. Everyone is so friendly and chatty, even though there's a language barrier. I can speak a little bit of Italian, they can speak a little bit of English. It's been wonderful today. So I thought we were going to the coffee shop. It says on the website there's a coffee shop. We're going to go back down there because our train isn't for another 2.5 hours back to Lucca. So we're going to wander around. We're going to come back and go up on the funicular another day, and I'll take some footage when we get up there as well. So we'll go down into town, have a look around there for a while, maybe go in a coffee shop and then get the train back to Lucca. So that's it for another week. Next week, I can't remember where I am next week. I'll have to check when I get home, but I have actually got something down on my list of where I'm going. So that's it, that's a wrap.